What's up, movie nerds and basketball geeks? Welcome back to Movie Ball. On today's episode, I'm going to be reviewing the new murder mystery from Rian Johnson, Knives Out. I wish I had some knives to pull out right now. They're probably in my kitchen. Rian Johnson directed my second favorite movie of all time, Looper, a futuristic sci-fi action time travel flick that was just so perpetually cool and unique. I knew I would have huge expectations for whatever he did next, except The Last Jedi. But that's only because I've never seen any Star Wars movies. Knives Out tells the story of a huge family who attend a party only to find out that the next morning, the wealthy patriarch of the family is dead. It's a whodunit with probably one of the best casts ever put to film. Daniel Craig, Ana de Armas, Toni Collette, Jamie Lee Curtis, Chris Evans, Michael Shannon, Don Johnson, Catherine Langford, Lakeith Stanfield, Christopher Plummer, Jaden Martell. I'm probably forgetting some people as well, but you know what? Holy fuck, that's a huge cast. Only about 3 of them really have meaningful screen time, but that's still really cool. Which is disappointing, and I understand with so many people in this movie that some characters are going to get shortchanged, but a lot of them are just there to provide witty personalities of the family and add to the dynamic of the mystery, just to have all these people there. And while all of the actors and the performances are all good, with them having such little screen time half the time, it just seems like it really could have been anyone in these roles. However, Daniel Craig is the lead detective on the case, so his performance is kind of integral to the plots of the whole film, and he's having a really good time with it. It's a lot of fun, and as far as the movie goes, well, it's good. It's definitely well made, it's entertaining, and you want to see how this mystery all unfolds. But I was underwhelmed. I wanted to love this movie, and even enjoying it quite a decent bit was a disappointment for me. With an amazing cast, fun premise, and an awesome director, this was looking to be one of my favorite films of the year. Unfortunately, I don't think it's quite as smart as it thinks it is, and it's definitely not as funny as I wanted it to be. While there are laughs, there's a lot of that quirky humor due to there being so many personalities in the film, and I just feel like having a lot of eccentric characters in an adult comedy isn't really considered funny at this point anymore. It's just not enough to pass for comedy, in my opinion. I just feels like it gives off a bit of a pretentious vibe at points, and some of the plot lines and scenarios that unfold are rather incredibly predictable. For a movie that tries so hard to twist and turn to never get you to see some things coming, it just twists and turns 360 degrees back into place into obviousness. Of course, I'm not going to give any spoilers away, but at the end, a character gives such exposition-based information and relaying the things that are happening that it's just a character sputtering out all of this nonsense and clues that it's just like, okay. So it just kind of starts to feel very far-fetched and over the top, and it's a movie that you definitely can't go back and re-watch trying to piece the clues together and figure out how it unfolds before your eyes, because the movie doesn't really give you that information. It's not something that really matters, but it might bother you if you want to go back and re-watch and try to piece it together before it, how you missed it the first time around and see it. It's not really like that, and it doesn't matter, but it might just bother some people. With all of that being said, and as disappointed as I might have been, I still largely enjoyed the film. Knives Out is bustling with energy and fun, and even when it's not as clever as it believes it is, you're still on board because the ensemble cast and the incredible director keep you invested in what's happening. It's not nearly as innovative as I think a lot of people claim it to be, however, it's still a really fun time at the movies, and that's all that really counts. I'm gonna give Knives Out a 7.5 out of 10. Still enjoyable, and I'm sure I'd watch it again and have a good time, but with my sky-high expectations and my love for Looper, I was still definitely underwhelmed. But that's the review. Agree, disagree, to be or not to be, Shakespeare. Pretend the like button is your dinner. You're hungry, you gotta eat, you're starving. You haven't eaten in a while, it's time to eat. Where's that like button? I don't know what's wrong with me.